TikTok. What was that about? What was that about? That's crazy. Ayo, TikTok. What's up with y'all? That's interesting. That's interesting. Yo, yo, TikTok. Bro, do y'all understand? I gotta be careful with what I say. I gotta be careful. Once I said that man name, my whole computer crashed. Once I said that man name, my computer crashed. Can y'all hear me? That is crazy. That is crazy. And the screen froze, right? You saw that? Once I said that man name, my that's how you know you gotta be careful with the truth, bro. You gotta be careful. You didn't even hear his name. That's crazy. You didn't even hear his name. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more. I'm going to be streaming a lot more. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more. I notice that every time you talk about or say certain thing, your stuff starts. Oh, thank you, Flubber Boy. You definitely picked up on it. 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 I'm glad you saw that shit. Every time I start talking about something like something specific or certain, they get my shit. But basically, it's this guy. This guy right here. This guy right here. I'm not gonna play it, but like I can't believe what's happening in the world right now. We gotta do better. Listen, we gotta do better. This shit is so negative. Like, we gotta learn how to. What the fuck, man? Did y'all see that? Did y'all hear about that? Did y'all hear about that? Yes, K. Yes, K. Bro. You know something about the way I think, though? I always feel like when things start to get chaotic, it's because something is changing. Something is happening. Something is changing. Something is changing. And I don't think that this was a positive thing, what happened today, but something is changing, man. Something is changing. We got to create some type of unity. We got to. Did you talk about 999? Honestly, I feel like it was a portal of his own. You know that 999 day? 9 is a day of endings. 9 is the day of endings. 9 is the day of endings. So, you know, I feel like ever since even August 8th, the Lionsgate portal was a lot. You know, I feel like everybody feeling a lot of energy right now. Am I wrong? Like, it's so much. But that's the thing about snake energy. Like, snake energy just is very esoteric. It's very occult like. You know, so it's gonna be a lot of things that we can't see like you can't see it, but it's something in the shadows. You know, when you think about the snake's in the grass, so it's there, but you never really see it. That's kind of what I think about the energy right now. I think that there's a lot of stuff in the grass, you know, and I think that it's a time of like when I think of nine, I think about like the mirror. I think about looking at yourself and also finding ways. Like Michael Jackson said it the best, like the man in the mirror. The man in the mirror being, in order to change the world, you really have to change yourself. You really have to change yourself because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. Influence isn't really what you tell people. You know, what you can say can be impactful and captivating. But I think real influence is when people just watch how you move, and then how you move sets the tone. That's what I think. That's what I think. Sitting by water helps. I've learned, water is connected heavily to emotions. You know, if you look at the word emotion, it has ocean in it, like the saying of ocean. So I definitely think that, being by water can be very healing, taking a bath, taking, a spiritual bath. Like right now, more than ever, just focus on protecting your energy, protecting your spirit, protecting yourself. Because I don't know, it's like the way I think about it is I think of ignorance almost like a spirit of itself. I think of ignorance like a spirit. You know, Matrix like broke it down so well that like if they aren't awakened, they're against you. They're against you. And it sounds extreme, but when you really think about it, people who are not trying to grow, what are they doing? Okay then. And if you're trying to grow and you have people who are not trying to grow, what do you think they're doing to you? You know? So when I think of the movie The Matrix and how those people, once they get around truth, they get possessed into this agent or this NPC. I do, Do you protect yourself by saying nothing or saying something? Privacy is protection. Privacy is protection. That's one thing. But what do you mean exactly, like by saying nothing, or what do you mean? To who? To who? Brian, to who? When I say protect yourself, I mean like more than ever have good spiritual hygiene. Look at the last message. Your last message says absolutely. I don't see your. Do you protect yourself by saying nothing, or is it? I don't think all y'all messages be coming through. Do you protect yourself by saying nothing or saying something? That's all that it says. What's a good way to cleanse yourself from the energies around you? Number one, always making sure that you take a bath before you go to sleep. Always make sure you take a bath before you go to sleep. Even if you showered earlier that day, if you stepped outside and you stepping back inside, take a shower. Take a bath, right? Another thing, obviously, meditation. When you meditate, you are, number one, you can send energy through every single chakra and cleanse it. Almost like you cleaning your house. This is the bathroom. This is this room. This is the kitchen. This is the dishes. You can get in them energy centers and clean it out because, depending on certain people and what energy and what chakra they vibrate at, that can get stuck up in your shit. Meaning that, like, for example, if you go to the club and the club is very root chakra based, very red, very, sexual based, you could pick up some of that energy in your root chakra. If someone is super like materialistic and has no spiritual insight, you could be stuck in your sacral and your solar. So it's important to sit with yourself and decompress that energy, relax your nervous system. Some of y'all, when y'all go into the world, you're picking up stress, you're picking up emotions, you're overly reacting to other people. And because you're overly reacting to other people, you're picking up their stuff in your energy field. So you got to learn how to, when you get in your own space, to let it all go, to burn it all away, to cleanse yourself, to purify yourself. Like spiritual hygiene is so important, y'all. Spiritual hygiene is so important. I'm telling you, because you could be asking yourself, like, why am I stagnating? Why am I going this way? Why am I not going where I need to be? And it could be simply you picked up a lot of other people's energy. So you have to learn ways to be able to cleanse yourself. Florida water, sound frequency, sound baths are good. You know, I know I may look like a crazy. I know I may look like a crazy woman when I hit on this sound bowl, but it's because sound, it's like, you know how somebody can hit a bowl or hit a sound and the sound hits you in the chest. Sound is energy. And if what we're trying to do is cleanse the energy, what we can do is remove the energy by bringing another energy in. And another thing you could do is essential oils. You ever listen to something or smelt something and it gave you some type of nostalgia, right? It put you back in a certain time. It put you back in a certain energy. Imagine what happens when you put the right essential oil and it opens you up to a higher energy, a higher frequency, a higher vibration. Your senses are very powerful and you can feed your senses. What you're not realizing is the outside world has been feeding your senses itself, and those senses stimulate thought. And then that thought stimulates an emotion. So what you have to do is get ahead of the world and stimulate the thought that you want in your life. Everybody always says, oh, be positive, but they never ever tell you how to actually live from that lifestyle, live from that reality. And that reality is honestly a very high level of self-care. A very high level of self-care. And the way that you do that is simply like taking time with yourself. Thank you, Claudia, for the gift. Taking time with yourself. When is the last time, in African spirituality, one of the Orishas, which is Oshun, is connected to love and fertility and self-love and beauty. And I remember someone telling me, one way to stir up your Oshun energy is to go watch a sunset. Go watch a sunset. Go sit by the lake. When was the last time that you actually spent time in nature? We forget the fundamentals of life because we're so distracted. I'm calling you right now to come back to the present moment. Even when I just mentioned nature, it brought you to a level of focus, because that is also another thing that you're missing to keep you grounded. Another reason why the world may also seem so crazy is because you are open to everybody else's perspective. You right now, it's a pro and a con depending on how you use it, but you right now are able to know what's going on in a whole nother country. You're able to know what's going on in a whole nother state, in a whole nother time zone. Imagine, think about it like this though. If I can know what's going on in a whole nother time zone, is it possible for me to know what's going on in a whole nother timeline? And can I step in that timeline? The thing that makes you genius is your ability to be curious. Remember, I told you adversity is an opportunity. And everything is what you make of it. So what that means is, in this time when everything seems so dark, how can you take this darkness and create light from it? Or take this darkness and make light. Transmute it, transform it. Like sometimes we see death as just the end, when a lot of times somebody losing their life, or somebody, living out their life, could have inspired 1,000 new people to change their life. And I'm just saying this because sometimes it's so easy to drop into depression. It's so easy to drop into sadness. I feel it now, right? But what you have to understand is that this is what life is about. It's about the purification through fire. It's about the purification through adversity. Can you look at the darkness and still see light from it? Because everybody wants light, but they're not willing to go through dark. Some of the most inspiring people in our life, the only reason why they were the inspiration was because they transmuted such a low point in their life. That's where we get inspired by. You gotta understand, if you're inspired by somebody's light, it's because you're inspired by their darkness also. Their darkness is what brewed up the light. You can't say you like the dinner but hate the ingredients. You know? Kay said currently living in a car, all a part of the journey. Kay, let me tell you something. Your testimony will be profound. Some of the greatest testimonies, they low points, they darkness, you like, oh my, you can't even stomach it. You can't even stomach it. Steve Harvey said himself too, he said, if you're gonna go through hell, don't stop there. Why would you stop there? I lost everything and got it back tenfold. Ashe. Yes, sir. I felt that. Mood lift. That's literally what you did right there. Anything you thought you lost, sweetheart, anything you thought you lost, and I feel like I'm feeling somebody's emotion right now, bro. Like, anything you thought you lost, you're gonna get it back tenfold. Anybody that you listen to that's super wealthy talked about how they lost everything first. You cannot have everything without having nothing. The reason why you even experience pleasure is because you've experienced pain. You can't have pain without pleasure. You can't be rich without feeling broke sometimes. Because that brokenness, that pit, that dark, that it take that feeling for you to be like, I never want to feel like this again. Thank you for the gift, Heather Price. Thank you, Cherry, for the gift. I never want to feel like this again. So, I don't know. Thank you for the rose, Michael. It's something about this moment, and it could be because I'm a Scorpio, that I feel the most lit up. I feel the most needed in life. You know? And all I'm asking you to do is to fight. Do not sit down. Do not back down. Do not feel like whatever it is that you're going through is too much. It is not too much. It is not too much. Whatever it is that you're dealing with. What if I told you actually have the capacity of 10 times that? Thank you, Mo, for the gift. 10 times that. I'm sorry, Rocked Out Lay. I'm sorry. I saw your gift. I'm sorry I see it now. Thank you, Lay. I'm sorry, child. My bad. You know? But understand, whenever things seem dark, this is the time to ask questions. One question that I always ask is, what is being demanded of me right now? What is being demanded of me right now? For me, what's being demanded of me is to just give it my all. Give it every last swing. Another thing I want to say too is, there's this chapter in Think and Grow Rich that talked about the difference between a successful person and the difference between someone who's not successful is when the successful person was met with temporary defeat, they kept going. The person who wasn't successful, whenever they were met with temporary defeat, that defeat became permanent and they quit. Do you understand that the only way you can truly lose is if you quit? Thank you for the gift, Mood Lift. Do you understand the only way that you truly lose is if you quit? Guys, I'm going through a hard time right now too. But you see how I am looking to see, what does God want me to take from it? What does God want me to do with it? You know, there's this story of Adele. She said her breakup Her breakup is what made her great. Her going through her lowest time is what made her great. And then the thing about it is, now when things come into my life and it hurts me, I look back at my lowest, and I say, what I'm going through right now can't even compete with that. So I gotta be all right. What I'm going through right now can't compete with that. So I know I'm not at my lowest. It's like when you reach your lowest, nothing on the come up really affects you as much because you done already felt the pits of that shit. You done already felt the pits of that shit. I'm just being real with you, baby. Like, if you're on this live, it's probably because you're really a real one. Like a real one. And what I mean by that is like, I have a quote. I got a quote for you. I just tweeted it. Hold on, let me put this in here. This is my Twitter. That's my Twitter right there, all right? I just commented it. That's my Twitter. Let me put it on here too. That's my Twitter, all right? That's my Twitter. All right? So look, this is what I just tweeted. I said, I'm eating for real. I said, falsehood may rise quickly, but eventually it stops growing. It has no depth or roots. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means when I say falsehood may rise quickly? Do you know what that means? Or do I need to break that down for you? You want me to break that down for you? I'm about to pull it up for you. So this is like a prayer or whatever. So I'm about to break this down to you right now. Falsehood climbs a tree to the top and stagnates. The truth is bitter, but it reaches far beyond the horizon. So what that means is, falsehood may rise quickly, but it eventually stops growing. Truth, which is hard to accept, but bitter, has no limit. It endures and stretches infinitely. This is a reminder that what feels comfortable but false will collapse, while what feels challenging but true will carry you further. That's what that means. The truth, no matter what, will prevail. What is real will prosper. And that's one thing that I know about the snake year. That whoever was doing ill or doing evil will eventually be bit. And I just feel like if you know that you've been living in your truth, you have nothing to worry about. Because truth will continue to prosper. Truth will continue to grow. But falsehood is constantly dying. So yeah, you can look up and see these people at the top and feel like, damn, why they, thank you Freebird for the gift. Damn, why they get to live like this and have like this and do like this and be like this. It don't even seem like they actions. Oh, but you wait. Karma is very real. Karma is very real. Karma is very real. And everything you do needs to be from a good character. Good character is how you grow. Good character. Stay away from people who have bad character. If they have bad character, they are not prosperous. They are deteriorating. If they do not have good character, they are not growing. They are not prospering. They are deteriorating. Okay? I hope that resonates, y'all. Because, let me tell you something. People could say, oh, it looked like you fell off. It looked like you this. It looked like you that. Sweetie, when you got God by your side, there's no such thing as fall off. It may look like fall off to you based off of your negative, like what you can tell, what you think that success is. Or I'm on God's timing. I'm on perfect timing. I'm on divine timing. Divine timing. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes, I have. I've collaborated. They're getting further and further away from their truth, and that hurts, and it's painful, and it shows. And it's crazy because some people are so lost they don't even realize that they're not in their truth. But it's funny because if you're aware enough, your body will tell you. Your body will tell you. Hold on, y'all. I need to get some water. Your body will tell you. Real talk, bro. Your body will tell you. Right? How many of y'all ever had a situation where like your body was just like, whoa, whoa, whoa? You get what I'm saying? Like your body was just like, oh my God, I feel crazy right now. Like, bro, like I've been around certain people and they just made my body go crazy. Like, oh my God, like my body just feel weird. Right? Whenever that happens, run away. Don't run. Walk away. Get away. Drive away. Do whatever you can do. Because whoever that is got your body feeling like that, no bueno, friend. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. That's a sign your body knows. There's this book called Your Body Keeps the Score. I haven't read it, but a lot of people keep talking about it. A lot of people keep talking about it. A lot of people keep talking about it. And I feel like it's so much truth. You know who talks about that too? Joe Dispenza. Joe Dispenza talks a lot about how our body knows. Our body knows. For real. Our body knows. Run. Run. Nah, for real. For real, for real, for real. But there I did read something recently. And I just want to say, man, when you have your ancestors and you're constantly like, I feel like a lot of people, open verse. I feel like a lot of people, they don't do the work when they're by themselves. So then their protection is just weak. It's just weak. Like, you have to spend your time by yourself doing your meditation. Your meditation protects your energy field. Your when you give ancestor veneration, that's how you make sure that the people that have passed before you are able to still work with you. Like, a lot of y'all don't even work with y'all ancestors, and they want you like that. They don't want you working with your goons on the other side. You hear me? They don't want you working with your goons on the other side, because they know once you start working with them goons on the other side, you different. You're different. So that's why I'm telling y'all, like, start, even if you lost your father, if you lost your mother, if you lost your grandmother, if you lost your granddad, start speaking about them. Never let them die. Continuously speak their name. You have no clue what that does for them. Because your words are energy. Your words are spells. You know what that do? That brings their energy around. That's how you honor them. You know? That's how you honor them. It's crazy because even thugs are gangsters. They're pouring their alcohol out. They don't even realize how deeply spiritual that is. They don't even it's crazy. Like, our people are so subconsciously intelligent that society is what's making them ignorant. Because your blood knows. Your blood knows. Just like when animals are born, they subconsciously already know how to do certain things. Us, when we are born, we subconsciously already know certain things. It's the outside world that is programming us. Y'all don't think it's funny right now that one of the biggest TikTok trends right now is when you come to my program? Y'all not peeping that? Y'all not peeping that? They making it a joke right in front of you. No, bitch, I will not be on your program. Fuck is you talking about? Only program I shall be on is my program. People want you on. And again, you may think, oh, she being extra. But y'all got to be mindful of what these people are saying. You think everybody understand consciously what they doing? They don't understand consciously what they doing. Because if they did, everybody wouldn't be so ignorant. People are subconsciously evil, subconsciously vampires. See, your problem is you want people to consciously know that that's what they are, when the trick is them being it subconsciously. You think you saying, well, they didn't mean to do it, means that it's okay. I don't give a what they mean to do. Because if you ain't mean to do it and you did it, that means it's even worse. Because that means you don't even have real control over it. That means it's no longer a choice for you. It's programmed. You're programmed to say negative things. You're programmed to eat this type of way. You're programmed to programming. Programming, y'all. Programming. You know, for real, you can't heal what you can't see. Just like you can't manifest what you don't know you want. Your awareness is healing. So when you meditate, that's the only time shit really get healed, because you're bringing awareness to something. You're like, oh shit, there it go. Pull it out. Boom. That's like an easy way to explain how a subconscious thing gets healed. You know, even Joe Dispenza talks about it. If I want to become a new person, I have to go into meditation and literally like become something beyond my body, become aware of something beyond my body. Like I literally have to get out of the way, right? So when you go into meditation, you literally have to get out of you to look at you and look back at you and say, oh, I act like this when somebody talks to me like this. If you don't have that capacity to do that, we're on two different levels of maturity. And you got to start asking yourself, the people you around, do they have the capacity to even do what I'm saying? I already spoke about that, Tron. I already spoke about that. You know, somebody said facts. It's always my back that tell me. Wow. Wow. It's crazy how our body just be knowing shit, bro. It's crazy. For me, my stomach, like, ooh, my stomach hurts. Like, let me ask y'all something. If I say I want to ask a question, but my stomach hurts before I ask a question, you think it's because I already know the truth? You think it's because I already know the truth? That's what it's given, right? If I'm asking a question and my stomach hurt while thinking about the question, that means I already know the truth. Why you making me question my intuition? How am I making you question your intuition? I literally just reinforced your intuition. If your stomach feeling a type of way, it's because something off. Oh, that's not me. All about to say, I'm saying that's how you know. Your body, bro, your body has a brain of it by itself too. Your body has its own brain. That gut, bro. Some of y'all don't trust your own intuition, your gut. Why do you have to wait for life to reaffirm what you always knew? Why do you have to wait for life to reaffirm what you always knew? The people who are living in the manifestations that they want, they're living it because they knew it was true. Because they knew. I'm just being real, man. I'm just being real. You know? And you have to be so in tune with yourself that you know when somebody is coming in and knocking you off balance. So in tune. You got to be so in tune with yourself that you know when somebody energy is knocking you off balance. And y'all got to be careful with who y'all be talking to. Also, y'all, some of y'all be oversharing with the wrong people. Learn how to watch people. Learn how to ask them questions. Listen more than you speak, baby. Listen more than you speak. That's something I'm working on. I'm trying to but I'm so used to talking because of live. And I'm so used to creating this habit of finding things to say, finding things to talk about, that sometimes when I get around people, that habit of creating content comes out. And I have to realize, no, just listen. Somebody said do the bowl. You want to hear the bowl? That sounded good, didn't it? Learn to communicate with your higher self, how to tell that voice from your fear and your ego. That's why we got 2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 mouth. You know how ancestral that comment is, that quote, that saying? There's some sayings that are just so ancestral, you just know it came from so long ago. You know, that's when you know it's truth. You see how there's some quotes, you don't know who it came from, but it still hits to this day. It's still, that's how you know it's truth. There's no way a lie can last that long. Because it's energy. Like, whatever it is that's the truth about you, it may not resonate with people right now, but that don't mean that you change. A lot of times I feel like that's the test. Can you still be yourself when everybody else is telling you to be something else? Can you still be yourself when everything else look like it's against who you naturally are? That is the test. Because guess what? When you don't conform and you stick to what you know is you, it's not that you're not growing. It's not that you're not adapting. It's not that you're not elevating. But your values don't change. Who you are in spirit, at the essence, doesn't change. You know what's going to happen? The whole world has to bend to your will. Because you're standing on something and you're not falling for anything. That's why some people, when they're not being the true self, it's only a certain amount of time before who they really are shows up. You want to know why? Because you can't hold the mask for too long. Eventually the arm gets tired. I won't lie, my ancestors have such a great way of protecting me. I give honor to my benevolent ancestors. I give homage. I give because, man, they created something beautiful. Me. When's the last time that you gave homage and honor and love to the family members that came before you to create this right here? Yeah, the people that came before us, they could have been rude, they could have been cold, they could have been, but you have to understand, a lot of our ancestors were the way that they were because they had to adapt to the times that they were in. Yeah, they might have been colder before, but at that time that they were living and trying to survive, maybe their hearts couldn't be open. And that's what they sacrificed for you to have your heart open. Never ignore the sacrifices that happened for you to have what you have today. Yeah, we are our ancestors. Some of our ancestors would look at our life and be like, oh my God, child, you doing this? I remember we couldn't do Gratitude, bro. Gratitude. You know why people say to have the spirit of gratitude? Because gratitude is how you instantly, it's like a frequency hack to shock yourself to the highest vibration. So I want everybody right now to just go ahead, take a deep breath and just say, I am grateful. I am grateful. That's it. That's it. That's it. I want you to understand all I want to do is to raise your frequency. So if you were sad before you entered this live, I wish that, it's just not as heavy when you leave. And even being grateful for that. If you're in pain, but today you feel lighter, you should be grateful for that. Sometimes we get so caught up in the trap of desire, which, there's a duality with that. But when you have a desire that reinforces lack, that's when you've gone a little off balance internally. When you're trying to be great, I don't believe in an outside external balance. Life, like work-life balance, that's difficult when you're trying to be great. But there is an internal balance. So whenever you hear people say there's no balance, there is a balance, an internal balance. An internal balance. Find a way to be internally balanced. Find a way to ground yourself no matter where you are, because guess what? The only place that's safe is inside, your internal space, your head. Some of y'all, you don't even have a safe space in your head. And then you wonder why your home is not a safe space. Some of y'all have voices in here that are not lifting you up. How could you ever feel safe in a physical space when internally you're not safe? Your worst enemy is following you everywhere. You can't escape them. You know what you have to do? Comment below if you want me to tell you what you have to do. You want to know what you have to do? I'm going to tell you what you have to do. How to create a safe space in your mind. Number one, yes, is meditate. Meditate. Meditation is a great way to create a safe space in your mind. But a great way to create a safe space in your mind is to, number one, spend more time with your mind. The reason why your mind isn't a safe space is because you don't actually spend time there. You don't. You left it unattended, and that's why it became unsafe. You left it with somebody. You left it with your parents. You left your mind. It's like having a child and letting somebody else raise the child and then wondering why the child is not like you, or why the child is angry, why the child is this, because you left the child unattended. You left your child unattended. You know how when you have a kid and every time they do something you have to correct them? That's your mind. Every time your mind is going off somewhere negative, you have to correct it. But because you didn't correct it and you just let other people play with your mind, enter your mind, plant ideas in your mind, manifest through your mind, you've lost all control. You don't even know if your voice is your voice. How do I hear my voice again? Sitting with it enough. And the thing about it is nobody really likes to sit with it. And listen to me, I don't know either. Like, when I try to sit my body down for meditation sometimes, it really fights like a child. It finds every excuse. It tries to find every excuse. Wait, but you got to eat. Wait, but you got to hear. Wait, but you got. You wasn't thinking about that before I wanted to meditate. Mind, Ori, you wasn't thinking about none of that. You wasn't hungry before I sat down to meditate. Why now you got to pee? Why now you got to piss? Thank you for the gift, Undefeated. Think about it. Think about it. That's your body playing tricks on you. Your mind playing tricks on you. That's your and look. You gotta learn how to see through your own bullshit. Thank you, Golden Goddess, for the gift. Thank you, Benny, for the gift. Thank you, JG. You got to be able to see through your own bullshit. You got to be able to. Because if you get caught up in your own bullshit, you're never going to grow. You're never going to be better. You try to come over here? You're never going to be better. You're never going to be better. So you got to learn how to see through your own shit. See when you being sneaky. And be real with yourself, too. Be real with yourself. Look, you see, if y'all on YouTube, you can see the dog here. You can see the cat here. The dog looking like, I know you ain't just... Yeah, this is Cash. hold on. Let me show y'all Cleo. I want y'all to see Cleo. Cleo is looking at me like, I know you fucking lying. Thank you for the gift, JG. Oh my God, we got the same cat. Yeah, man. Y'all see how many books I done. Listen, y'all, let me tell y'all a hack. Let me tell y'all a hack where to get y'all books. Go to the thrift store and get y'all books. Bro, I'm getting books for $3. I'm getting books that's $30 for $3. Now, don't think like don't go to the store looking for a specific book. It's not Barnes and Nobles. You got to take what you can get. But me, I love books. I love growing my library. So I was finding certain books for $3. Y'all, look at this book. This book, I haven't read it yet, y'all. So if y'all go buy the book and it's terrible, don't blame it on me, okay? But look, this book, $3. A Yogi's Guide to Crafting Your Destiny, $3. $3. $3. Let me show you what else I got. I got Joe Dispenza book, $3. $3. $3. You feel me? What I do like about the bookstore, though, is that sometimes you can get really old editions of a popular book, and that's fire. That's fire. That's fire. But, yeah, man. I sometimes, man, pain can bring you to a version of yourself that nothing else can bring you to. Sometimes you just gotta get to a point in life where shit hurts so bad. You like, oh, I will do whatever to get this pain away. I will do whatever to get this pain away, please. Next thing you know, you start doing push-ups. You start getting so desperate to transmute. You start getting so desperate to transmute that shit, man. That's where I feel like I don't feel like I'm desperate. I just feel like finally this is what I needed. You know, something to get me going. You know, again, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm always looking for like something to get me going. You know, but I've noticed like some of the greats, they're always looking for something to get them going. They're always looking for something in their life. You know what I'm saying? Pain is necessary for change. Exactly. What's up, Charlie? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. We got to learn how to transmute that shit. Stop looking at life like, oh my God. Like, get out of that victim mentality, bro. I hate people with let me not say hate. I really dislike when people have victim mentality. I really dislike that, bro. I really dislike that because my thing is, if you think that everything that's happening to you is to harm you, you're never going to grow. You're never going to grow. That means the opportunity of a lifetime could be in front of you. But because you think the world's trying to get me, you're never going to grow. You're never going to grow. So, I just hope that, you know, whatever it is that you're going through, you look at it as a source of power. As a source of power. Yep. And remember that. Remember that. Remember that. I also want to say too, yo, like, your environment right now may be filled with so much negativity, and maybe you're not able to leave your environment right now. Maybe you're not able to move or change cities right now. You need to bombard yourself in books and pictures and media that shows you the life that you want to go to. When I was stuck and I was in college and I hated where I was at, I would literally, listen, I wanted to be out of there so bad. A bitch was trying to astral project up out of there. Like, just desperate to get up out of there. That's when you know you really like, if you haven't thought about astral projecting yourself out of your area, you not there yet. You not there yet. If you ever tried to astral project yourself out your place, I know you know what I'm talking about. Thank you, JG, for the gift. Tell me I'm lying. You know you hate where you at when you astro projecting about that bitch. Listen, man. If you at the point where you astro projecting out your house or you trying to astro project, I know what that feels like. And I just want to tell you that that level of hunger will definitely get you out. I did it. I didn't astro project, but because I wanted it that bad, a month later I was out of there. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Some of y'all really just not at your breaking point yet. Some of y'all, you can't shift without reaching your breaking point for some reason. So some of y'all just got to reach your breaking point, and then finally your spirit will just know what to do. Some of y'all will understand what I mean by that. No, I'm not saying try astral projecting. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you have tried that, then I know how bad you want to get out. But anyways, like I was saying, if you're trying to get out of your environment that bad, what you need to do is you need to create vision boards. You need to create digital vision boards on Pinterest. What I'm trying to get you to do is you need to literally become obsessed with the life that you're trying to live. I have a Pinterest board. Whenever shit feel like shit to me, I go and I live in that Pinterest board. I don't give a fuck. Because you got me fucked up if you think I'm finna accept this shit. No. I'm somewhere else. Delusional? Yes. Does it work? Yes. You get me? You keep worrying about what other people talk about. If you say, all I know is all the successful people said they did this shit, I'm finna do that shit. I'm finna do that shit. And the shit work. It works. I think the breaking point is because you've had enough and you finally realize the only answer is change. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why when Joe Dispenza used to say, he used to say that they're not doing the meditation to heal. They're doing the meditation to change. And when I was first doing it, I didn't understand what he meant. I was like, what is he talking about? Like, a nigga trying to heal. They're trying to get some money. I'm for to meditate to get some money. What are you talking about? But then I realized it's not about that one manifestation of, $500,000 or $300. No, it's about you're doing this meditation to become a whole different person where all that extra shit that you want it just comes to you. It's natural. It's supposed to be with that version of you. It's supposed to come with that identity of yourself that you have. And then it just, don't you just love when you break through another level of consciousness or another level of understanding? Don't you just love that shit? Don't you just love that shit? I love that shit. I love that. Yeah, man. Some people though, like it's sad though when you're a person that thinks very differently from the people around you, because sometimes it can make you feel lonely. Especially if you are an old soul and you are young. Some of y'all, I get it, bro. This shit feel lonely sometimes. Oh, you want to play, Cleo? You want to play? I get it. Sometimes it get lonely. But I just want you to understand that you would rather be alone than to be with someone and wish you were alone. You know? But I want to tell you that you're never really alone. You're never really alone. That's the crazy part about it. You're never really alone. You may think you're alone, but you're not. You're not. And once you start accepting that, all those things that you tell yourself when you're depressed, nobody understands me, I'm alone, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a this, that's when you're supposed to go to God. That's when you're supposed to go to spirit. You want to know why? Because there are some things that happen in your life that only you and God know about. And the reason why I say this is because you had that crazy synchronicity that only you and God know about. That's how you know you're not alone. Because something is responding back to you. Something is responding back to you. You see it. You feel it. You know you're not alone. And once you truly know that, That's when you become powerful, because now you're connecting to something that's bigger than what you just see. Why are people atheists? It's not for me to understand. I don't know. That's not for me to understand. That's not for me to understand. That's not for me to impede. That's not for me to be like, oh, I wish they would. No, that's, everybody is living life from their level of understanding. And sometimes, let me tell you something I will say about atheists. It's funny because when atheists become believers, they become some of the biggest believers. You know why? Some of those atheists had to become atheists in order to have such an experience that they had no way of doubting it or being like, nah, that's not real. You know? So how did you learn more about, you learn more about yourself. You learn more about yourself. Once you learn more about yourself, you learn more about your body. You start seeing how connected you are to nature. You start to realize there's no way something bigger than us. There's no such thing as something bigger than us, because how is this creation so cohesive? It's like the greatest art of all time. The greatest art of all time. Like our veins, and the tree have veins, and like reflection in the water. Like when you look at certain nature, how do you not look at it and be like, yo, what? There's a TV show that I want y'all to watch. I wish I could watch it on here with y'all. I really hate that I can't. But the TV show is called The OA. The TV show is called The OA. That show right there changed completely how I thought about life. There is a such thing as timelines. And these movies and these TV shows keep fucking... Bro, Joe Dispenza talked about how we're able to literally connect with people who are in different countries, right? Without a phone. And all I thought about was the TV show Sense8. All I thought about was the TV show Sense8. Because Sense8 was literally about people who had connections to other people in different worlds through their brain. And I just really feel like we don't really know our capacity for real. We don't really know our capacity. I feel like once we really know our capacity, oh, it's up. It's up. Once we know what we can really do, and that's what Joe Dispenza talks about. Thank you, JG, for the give. Thank you, JG, for the give. Thank you, JG, for the give. Thank you, JG, for... Oh. Thank you, JG, for the give, man. I appreciate it. The elite's been locked in together. Oh, my gosh. You guys are hilarious. Listen, y'all. One thing I will say, though, I feel like this reminds me of when 2020. Y'all remember 2020? Like how it was like everybody was in isolation. I really feel like 2020 helped a lot of people find themselves. It started a lot of people careers. And for some reason, I feel like we going into some similar time. We're going into some similar time right now where it's like the world may seem like it's aching or it's hurting, but in reality, something great is coming from it. Some type of raise in consciousness. Like I feel like the whole world is raising in consciousness, but for some reason I feel like we cannot raise in consciousness without having a common enemy. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? You know, I feel like all of us can't come together until we have a common enemy. Somebody said we don't even have connections with each other in real life, let alone in another astral dimensions. I think we are actually going backwards. For some reason, I don't believe that. The only reason why is because I feel like people believe that we're going backwards because they're judging things based off of the concept of time. I think it's based off the concept of time. And that's why I think people think we're going backwards. You know, I think that we have a history of seeing something negative and automatically just thinking that it's for our worst. When actually I think everything is happening for a reason. I remember you said in Manifest, sometimes it looks like things are getting worse in order to test your faith. But if you persist, everything works out. Exactly. So if we were to go by those meanings and those words, that would literally mean that whatever is happening right now that is negative, is a chance for us to come together. It's a chance for us, an opportunity. Opportunity, right? And again, I'm not really like crazy like about Christianity or anything, but remember there's something about sacrifice. Sacrifice. That's why I say from negative comes positive. From negative comes positive. From sacrifice, from death, from quote unquote negativity comes the positive. Positivity is birthed from that. The most beautiful thing, a woman giving birth, is so painful. And sometimes it actually takes the woman out. But a new life has been born. You know? So I agree. Sometimes things do look negative. But that's why I just try to like, I'm not trying to be naive. I'm not going to be naive when it comes to positivity or being toxic positivity. But I always take everything for what it is. After I take everything for what it is, I observe it. I look at it. I become aware of it. I ask questions. I'm curious. What is being demanded of me? What is this teaching me? What could this be helping me grow at? Once you start asking them questions, you become a different kind of beast. Because what that means now is when you ask a question, you will get an answer. That's something I want you to know. If you ask a question, you will get an answer. And I feel like all great things start with a question. How can I make this better? How could I? All great things start with a question, in my opinion. What y'all think? What y'all think? That's just me. That's just me. You know, another thing I want to say that just came to my mind. We got to create a little bit more than we consume. We got to create more than we consume. We got to create more than we consume. And I feel like sometimes we have these like false connotations around what we think is achievable. Some of y'all don't understand. Y'all are able to achieve the fucking world. But because you think you can't, you won't. Bro, I'm telling. Hold on. Fuck! All right, y'all can hear me. Sorry, my mic plugged out. Anyways, guys, I keep telling y'all about. No, that was my fault, Snow. I keep telling y'all about this book, Think and Grow Rich. I keep telling y'all about this book. Listen to me. This book says something so real. It said if you think you, it felt like it was rapping bars. If you think you can't, you won't. If you think you can, you will. That's tattooable right there. You hear me? That right there alone. 8. And my thing is, some of y'all, you really can. But because you think you can't, you won't. You won't even try if your mind doesn't entertain it. That's why even if it sounds crazy, at least entertain the idea, because even the word impossible is I'm possible. Ain't that some shit? Even the word impossible is I'm possible. Stop feeling bad for yourself. Ain't shit trying to destroy you. Ain't shit. Stop feeling bad. Everything that's coming in your life is to make you better. I promise you that. But if you think it's here to destroy you, it's because you're letting it. If you think you can't survive, it's because you're not trying to. Because it's easier to give up, bro. But the rewards that you get when you look at that motherfucker in the eye, you said, you cannot trick me, you cannot get me, you cannot beat me. I refuse to lose. Bro, that's one of my favorite quotes. I refuse to lose. I want y'all to comment that right now. I refuse to lose. Whether you think you can't or think you can't, you're right. I want y'all to comment that right now. I refuse to lose. Y'all need to start training yourself like a kid. You know what I was doing today? I feel like a kid again. I was literally talking life over myself. I said, I am loved. I'm wealthy. I am, and again, some of y'all may think, oh, here we go, affirmations. That's why you're not winning. Because when people give you the plan, you look at it like you're too good for it when you're not shit. You're not shit. If a motherfucker say the key to winning is to write I am wealthy 100 times, you would think you're too good for it. You would think it doesn't work. And that's why you're not successful. Because you're not even willing to try. You don't even have enough humility to just do it to see. That don't work. That's immediately what you said. That's immediately what you said. It don't work. That's what you said, right? That's what you said, right? I am wealthy. I am constantly, every day, constantly, because that's the work that is needed. The mental gym. You want to go to the physical gym and you know how important it is for the physical gym, but you're not feeding your mental gym. Your mental gym. This is what you need to be feeding every day also. Because this right here is the creator of it all. You got to train this brain to see opportunity. Train this brain to see wealth. Train this. You don't know what lack looks like. I banish. I rebuke lack. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that feels like. Do you know what happens to yourself when you start to have a mentality like this? Life bends to it. Life bends to it. My brain can't process failure or lack. I don't know what that is. And live by that. So now you know what happens? When people start to come around with that lack energy, you're like, oh no, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this. And they're going to try to make you feel bad. They're going to try to... Trust me, daddy. Let me tell you, that's where I got fucked up at. That's where I got caught. I let people try to make me feel bad for my standards. I let people, I didn't believe what I knew felt right. Failing and lacking is okay. We're humans. You win after failing and lacking. Then we're not talking about the same thing, Zach. We're not talking about the same thing. We're not. Because lacking is not okay. You see? It's not the fuck okay. It's not. You see? Why did you defend that? Why did you defend that? If what I said was positive, why would you defend that? Because that's where you're comfortable, failing and lacking. You get what I'm saying? I just said, I don't know what the fuck that is. Here you go. It's okay. No, the fuck it's not. It's not. You think Kobe Bryant would say, it's okay, losing is a part of it. You think he'd be like, oh, you're right, it's okay. No, the fuck it's not. That's the thing. Y'all keep accepting. You don't have to accept that shit. Kobe Bryant, it's no such thing as failure. It doesn't exist. You know why failure don't exist? Failure only exists when you quit. Failure, quit. Making a mistake is not failure. When you're going through the ebbs and flows of money, because guess what? Rich people go through ebbs and flows. But when you're in lack, that means you're in a state of mind. You're a lack person. Do you get what I'm saying? That means when you are in lack, there is no ebb and flow. You don't have no flow. You just ebb. Do you get what I'm saying for real? Like, I feel like that you see how once that thought came up, something within me instantly wanted to banish it. That's how your internal dialogue should work. I don't care if it looked mean. I don't care if it looked excessive. I don't care, because what is it going to look like when I accept it? There was this movie called Inception. And one thing I liked about Inception is that it talked a lot about the subconscious mind. And for some reason, maybe because the eclipse was in Pisces, thank you for the gift, Tony. The subconscious mind has become so to me, right? I think because I know that the subconscious mind is true power. So anything with, like, when it has that real power to right? So now, thank you, Tony, for the gift. Thank you, Renee, for the gift. When I'm thinking about the subconscious mind, I'm constantly thinking about how does the subconscious mind actually work, right? In the movie Inception, they talked about how they could plant ideas and extract ideas from someone's mind, right? It's funny to me that in order to imprint an idea in someone's mind, you need an emotion. You need an emotion. And in the movie, they talked about that. They talked about how all you have to do is connect an emotion with the idea that you're trying to plant, and that's how it gets past any type of security. So the guy that they were implanting an idea in his mind, this man built his brain to be so strong that anytime people tried to implant an idea, there was security guards. This was in his brain, y'all. There was like mental security guards that would fight the idea. And that's how your subconscious mind works. That's why they always tell you to meditate right before you go to sleep, right when you wake up, because the security guards aren't there. That's why in the movie Inception, they waited for him to go to sleep, because that's when your subconscious mind is the most vulnerable. That shit so deep. That shit so deep. Do y'all know what I'm talking about, or am I just yapping? Anybody following? Y'all following what I'm saying? Y'all following what I'm saying? Following, noted. But yes, the subconscious can be easily manipulated. It can. But the thing about the subconscious mind, though, is that it doesn't get manipulated with just one try. It doesn't happen with one try. If you try one time, your subconscious mind is going to be like. But if you do it over and over and over and over, you keep yamming at it, the subconscious mind is going to give. It's going to give. So in order for your brain, to accept an idea, you have to keep repetition. Keep repeating it. That's why in the book Think and Grow Rich, the first 2 chapters are about creating like this definite plan, this definite thing that you're going to say every day. Because that is one of the things that Think and Grow Rich understands. That if somebody repeats something over and over again, they will eventually believe it. Even if it's a lie. Napoleon Hill said it himself. He said it himself. Your brain will literally believe it even if it's a lie. If you use it for the right thing, it's not bad. It's actually considered inspiring. It was delusional at first, but then it worked, and now it's inspiring. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I'm just saying. Make sure you guys go ahead and check out the crystal shop. We dropped a few necklaces on the site, so make sure you guys go ahead and check out the crystal shop. This right here for my Leos. You see, it's just like a sparkling one. This for my Leos. My Leos, my Sag, my fire signs, my Aries, baby. My Aries. The brain can't tell what's real and what's illusion. That is why we have dreams. That's a fact. That's a fact. Honestly, I never thought that something was either real or fake. I feel like there's no such thing as real or fake anymore. I feel like there's no such thing as real or fake anymore because here's the thing. Some of y'all start talking about your dreams. And for a second, you're talking about it and it starts feeling like a memory. Huh? You be like, huh? Wait, hold on. Was that real or was that? You don't even know. And if my body is super intelligent, right? But it can't tell whether something is real or fake. Who's to say that my idea or concept of what's real and fake is actually even credible? Because my body understands things that I don't even understand. Maybe it's me that doesn't understand real or fake. Maybe everything is real. Every thought, every idea, and fake was something we created. The idea of something fake is something that man created. Does that make sense? Like, y'all hear how I be thinking? My head itching. Like, this is how I really be thinking. Because my thing is, if the body is so educated and so wise, like so wise that it knows when something is off in my gut, then who's to say that my mind or me, I'm the one that's right about what's real and what's fake? The body don't know. Maybe it's us that don't know. Cause shit, the body just be doing what the body do what it need to do. We the ones that be getting in the way of the body. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, guys, I'm sober too. Like, this is sober thoughts. Imagine the shit I ask. Imagine the shit I say. For a second, you look at me like, huh? And then you be like, wait. I just be thinking, y'all. Can I think my way up out of here? It's all an illusion of perception, right? Right? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Let's watch something. Let's watch something. Let's watch something. We finna watch something real quick, y'all. Let's watch something real quick. You know what? I started realizing for real, you can't be mad at people when they don't understand you no more. You can't be mad when people don't understand you no more. You wanna know why? Let me tell you why. The reason why is because you asked to be great. And certain things, you can't ask for it not to be in your life because it is the side effect of your success. You want money, you want success, you got to be okay with being hated. That's all I'm saying. You got to be okay with people hating on you. You can't be mad that people want to be you and want to take your shit and want to copy you. That's what comes with being influential. I know that shit aggravating as fuck. It is. It is. But it's a part of the game. It's a part of it. It's a part of the life that you want. It's a part of the life that you want. Look, this video say be delusional. I just said that. Ooh, why this video doing something to me right now? See? My thing is, why are you worried about normies? Only normies be the one that say you delusional and think it's a negative thing. You gotta stop listening to them normal ass motherfuckers. They're normal. You're not normal. You want to be normal? Be normal. Bruh. Didn't we just say that? Period. Period. And he ate, look at the face. He ate with that. Oh, y'all can't hear it. Oh, I gotta start the video over. But first of all, hold on. I gotta start the video over.
But if there's one piece of advice I can give to anyone that's watching this video, it's stay fucking delusional.
To accomplish great things,
we must not only act, but also
dream.
Not only plan, but also believe.
You have to be crazy enough to think that it's possible.
How does it feel to be the champ?
I always thought I was the champ of the world.
Complete delusion. You gotta believe the delusion.
Because delusion is only delusional when you don't accomplish the goal of making your delusions a reality. Right.
When I had nothing, I already knew I was driving like Ferraris and Porsches and stuff because I always wanted those cars.
Which probably got you a lot of crap.
I did. People made fun of me.
I'm sitting here holding the steering wheel, visualizing a brand new car and visualizing good things in times of struggle.
It's always in my head. I'm always thinking about it.
Inside, you know it's gonna happen. Even if it's a delusion, you really know it's gonna happen.
The very fact you can see it is all the proof you need to know you could get it.
Exactly.
Anything is possible in your life when you believe.
I dreamt this so much, so clearly, so precisely, and so frequently that it has manifested itself into reality.
Exactly.
I've got a good question for you. Why not you? Why not you?
This right here, what I was talking about. He ate with this look right here. Bitch. This right here, I need you to hear this. Why the fuck not you? Why not you? Bro, like, I don't know why, but this right here is really lighting me up right now. Like, this video, I really don't like motivational videos. I really don't listen to motivational videos. But I guess it's because we was just talking about it and it just came right on time that it seemed like every second is hitting. And that question is so real. Why not you? Why not? Why not? You think different. You act different. You know you different. You have all of the symptoms of success. Of course you was meant for this shit, bro. But you gotta stop looking at the complexities of you being the one as a negative and start seeing it as this is just what comes with that shit and taking pride in it. You know what type of dog you gonna be when you start looking at the negatives of what come with it and being like, that's just what come with it. That's just what come with it. Cold-blooded. That's what you start to become, cold-blooded.
You can have, do, or be anything you want.
And I pray that all of you guys can make big purchases like this. I know you all can. Manifestation is so real.
We can have whatever it is that we choose. I don't care how big it is.
It's 2025.
Yeah.
Anything can be done.
Anything.
What kind of a house do you want to live in?
Do you want to be a millionaire?
What kind of a business do you want to have?
Do you want more success?
What do you really want?
You have to have a dream if you want to make a dream come true.
So the question you have to ask yourself is, who am I? Where am I going? What do I want to accomplish?
Everything changes.
When you change the way you think.
Change your thinking and you change your life.
Understand that you're no different from anyone who is living your current dream life and that you're fully capable of doing it yourself.
There are a million ways to die. Only 2 ways to live. Rich or poor. Don't get me wrong, I'm not apologizing for a damn thing. But when I look at my life, I don't see no other way.
See yourself mentally. You've been given the faculties to do that. Use your imagination. See yourself already in possession of the good you desire.
To fall asleep,
You must first
Pretend to be asleep.
that's how it works.
The first million is hard, but the second million is inevitable. And of course,
y'all, this ate. I'm not gonna lie. That was so good. Like, that really summed up a lot of what I've been feeling. Be delusional. There's nothing wrong with being delusional, especially if you know you are doing everything you need to make that delusion a reality. Period. Carry yourself. You know what I used to do when I wanted sales on my store? I would listen to the sound of the ching, 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 ching. My brain got used to that. And guess what? It started to recreate it. Ching, ching. I started looking for it. I started expecting it. And once I started expecting it, it started to come. You know, I think right now it's so important for me to express myself and to document what's going on, because I feel like it really shows people that you can start here and end up all the way over here. We are chosen because we choose. Exactly. What's up, Elizabeth? I actually want to watch that Aiden Ross video. I'll show y'all that. I was watching it earlier and then it just made me get up and get on live. Like, honestly, I'm about to show y'all it right now. Fundamentals, y'all. Fundamentals. Fundamental. Everything is mental. You are very right. All right, so I want y'all got to start, put yourself where you see yourself. You got to start. That being said, you have to start looking at the houses that you want. Don't worry about, but I don't know how stop worrying about that. Just know what you want. When you know what you want, it has to show.
Let's go get this next interview. All right, you guys, the time has now come. We are at Aiden Ross's mansion out here. Guys, I want you to understand, this is the most expensive house in this entire county, and he bought it for over $25 million. So I'm gonna be linking up with him to figure out how you can become Aiden Ross rich in today's world and what he did to become so successful. Let's go meet up with him right now, you guys. Come on. All right, you guys, I want you to see this right now. This entire thing is his house. You could put 10 houses right here, you guys. I don't even know how many acres of land this man owns, but it's safe to say he lives on an absolute compound out here, you guys. Come on. Is this crazy or what? Oh yeah. Excuse me, sir. Is this your house?
Look at Aiden
My
Ross.
man.
Look at Aiden Ross. No disrespect to Aiden Ross. You can't look at yourself and say, oh, I don't look like I'm gonna be successful. Look at Aiden Ross. Look at Aiden Ross. There are some people, look at.
Hey, this place is incredible, man.
Don't tell me. Doesn't this make you realize that anybody can really do it? Like, when I say anybody can really do it, meaning that anybody who's willing to put in the work. Anybody can do it. You know different dudes.
I'm a big fan of what you got going on, everything in this channel, inspiring people, inspiring myself. So just wants to give you your flowers. You're amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing.
I appreciate that, man. It means a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us out, man. I mean, the place is incredible.
Glad you like it.
We're gonna drop some gems for the young guys today to figure out how they can get a $25 million house.
Let's go. Let's go through it. Let's do it.
You gotta make it happen?
Gotta make it happen.
Who am I here with today?
My name is Aiden Ross. Nice to meet you guys watching.
For those who don't know, how did you make your millions?
Pause. I don't know if I'm the only one that just peeped this. Look at that 28 at the bottom of his shirt. Look at that 28 at the bottom of his shirt. I'm about to get some money. How the fuck did I peep that 28 on his shirt? I'm about to get some fucking money.
My name is Aiden Ross. Nice to meet you guys watching.
For those who don't know, how did you make your millions?
I made my millions playing video games for a very long time, kind of building up the streaming space, kind of creating, people say what streaming is today.
Did you have anybody that doubted you early on?
Oh, my own family. My own family used to doubt me. I remember my parents were very big on me going to school, becoming a lawyer, an accountant, or something in mind, like with a suit and tie. But yeah, you know, everyone. My father actually believed me very early when my internet was getting declined when I was younger to get the best streaming internet. I just remember that he was always there to swipe his card and help me out when I needed it. So my dad always believed in it. He would get complaint from the neighbors and all this stuff, and he's still the same as he was 5-6 years ago when I came up.
Have you ever been fucked over in business?
All the time. I think it happens to
people are so afraid of losing money. Look,
to most people until you finally know your self-worth and what you bring to the table. And I think that if you can remember who you are and have your self-worth to the highest it can possibly be, I think it prevents you from that. Because once you realize that you're the main character in your life, once you protect yourself, and once you learn kind of how everyone out in this industry has no heart, that's when you kind of can learn how to play that game as well.
Now, you've been at the table with some heavy hitters, closing massive multi-million-dollar deals. What's your best negotiation advice for anybody in business?
The best negotiation advice for anyone in business is not being scared to walk away. You know, when you kind of drop that fear and it's more like, oh, it's either this happens my way or we walk away. I think that'll definitely help. Realize that very early, because a lot of people bluff in business. I mean, it's just what you do. It's a business game. It's politics. You got to kind of be fake and play both sides.
The person with the most leverage is the one most willing to walk away.
100%.
Did you walk away from a lot of money?
Of course. I've missed out on several million-dollar opportunities involving deals and involving my own stuff that I've created. But hey, for what you may miss, there's gonna be a whole other path you've never even seen before. Now I'm getting brand deals, offers, all types of business conversations that I've never had. And it's all from kind of standing your ground and being you and just not changing up for anyone but yourself.
So throughout your career, what was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
Ooh, I don't know. What does Google say? I think there was this point where everyone was throwing around these big numbers, streaming deals, that what I've known, which is worth more, is taking equity. So I've actually, my best year, I'll say well, how about you take a guess?
$30 million.
You're right around there. That's a good estimate. $30 million. That was pretty good, actually.
Was it actually?
That's right around there.
Would you say it's a little bit more or a little bit less?
A little bit more.
A little bit more?
A little bit more. But you're close.
That's incredible, man. How does that feel? How old are you?
24.
You're 24 years old making $30 million in a year.
I mean, there's no words for it except God is amazing. I'm nobody without the people that watch me on a daily basis. They are not only my followers, they're my family members. I could speak about anything, and that's what also it comes in what I do. Building a very loyal fan base that loves and rides for me no matter what, and they're the reason why I can make 30 M's plus a year. Thank you guys.
That's a beautiful answer. Wow. One of my favorite business sayings of all time is where attention goes, revenue flows.
100%.
And you did that better than just about anybody else. How did you build raving fans? I interviewed Ryan Serhant, one of the biggest real estate brokers in the entire world out of New York City. He's selling $4 billion a year. And he said, he used to think the skill set used to be your ability to sell and all that, but it's not. It's the person who gets attention.
100%.
What did you do differently from 99% of other people to be able to make $30 million in a single year?
I think not fearing. That's another thing too. People are very, very hesitant and they fear. What's the point of being fear? The reason why I bought this house right here, everyone's seeing, I bought this house because life's about pulling the trigger. Life's about having no fear, and if there's consequences, you deal with them after. You got to pull the trigger, or else somebody's gonna pull it. So that's what separates 1% to the 99%.
Closed mouth doesn't get fed.
That's it. Pull the trigger in life. Go do this that you're hesitant. Oh, should I do this? Just do it. If there's consequences, if it was wrong, you learn. You got to learn things in this world. Nothing's gonna kind of be taught to you. You got to go out and experience it.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is like the most expensive house. How much did you buy this house for?
$25.5, I think it says on the website.
$25 million.
Yeah, $25 million.
This is the most expensive house in the city.
Correct. This is not the beginning. What I want to do, I want to buy way more around this area and kind of build a little empire in a way. I want to have my family. I want to have a bunch of cool stuff.
I was telling them you could put 10 houses in your front yard.
There you go. All my family can move in. All this stuff. So I want to expand more. I want to build more.
So let me ask you this: they say it's easy to make a lot of money. It's hard to keep a lot of money.
I agree.
How are you making your money work for you?
I've invested heavily into the crypto market, which is, by the way, that's another thing I'm going to talk about. But I've invested in crypto, real estate, watches. Cars are a horrible investment. Doesn't count, obviously, unless it's Porsche. But yeah, I would say stocks, real estate, crypto. My story I had with crypto is you never want to hold too long in a market, right? Like, don't get greedy. That's one thing I did learn this year. Take your profits when you're up. Don't get greedy and go for like a 10x. If you were happy with a 1.5x or a 2x, take it. Don't get greedy. The market's always going to be up and down. It's a game. You always want cash ready when the market's ready to drop. So I think not making that mistake is something I want to be heavily about. Sorry, what was the question?
How can somebody get rich with the money that they have?
Chasing what fear is in the market. Look what's going on in the market, right? I'm very big into crypto. Like I said, pull your profits out when you need to, but something that's very, very safe. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but Bitcoin, it's just holding itself. I just feel like putting your money into something that is going to go up and down, have a couple drops and ups a year, that's kind of what you want to do with your money, in my opinion. Play hard. You got to be competitive. But again, don't do what I do and take your profits. It's very important to take your profits.
So I want to challenge you. What's the best advice you've gotten throughout your career?
I've actually learned this very, very recently. The best piece of advice you can give to somebody is to not take advice. And what I mean is, when you're growing up and you learn things as a child, and you develop and you become who you are by growing up and experiencing, whether it's trauma or good life experiences. I think when you tell someone, don't do this, don't do that, majority of people that are the entrepreneur type, they wanna do what the opposite crowd's telling them to. Everyone's saying, Aiden, go to school. If I were to take their advice, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And I'm not saying going to school is wrong. I'm just saying everybody has their own paths. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do with their own life. And that's why nobody should really give heavy advice on what somebody wants to do or how somebody else should run their life. It's your life. Take your own advice. You can learn, you can have input, but learn by your own mistakes and learn by your own successful points as well.
We just interviewed Will Smith, and he was telling us that you get to a certain level, it's like not many people that you could take advice from. It's like, I wouldn't have done none of what you did, but look at what you accomplished.
100%, and that's what it's about, right? That's why I love this page. What you guys all have going on, this is amazing. Because when I'm in bed and I just see this, I just see these hungry people. It's really, really good what you guys are doing, because pages like this, when I see a TikTok, whether it's Shaq or whether I see whoever you guys have on, I saw the Ruben one. That's actually made you hit you guys up, because Ruben's a good friend of mine. But it's just super motivating seeing other people in my space, and I'm sure to the followers and as well. I mean, it's just amazing seeing people create. We're all humans. We all have fingers. We all have legs. We all have arms. We all have noses, mouths, etc. We're all the same. Everyone can kind of do anything in this world. You just have to put your mind to it. You'll be called crazy at first, but then you'll be called a genius when you accomplish it.
If you lost everything tomorrow, could you make it all back?
Yeah, I would. And here's how I would do it. In my space, when it comes to content creation, short form, whether it's clipping, shorts, whatever it is, I would find a way to where I can start doing IRL streaming, build my way back up, and doing a bunch of stuff and having them all ready to go in clips and stuff like that. Besides the actual streaming part of things, I would just make sure my mentality was never just worried about what I'm gonna do. You kind of just have to wake up every day and just kind of want to do without anxiety. You got to have your overconfidence in this world, and I think that would help me get to where I'm at a lot sooner as well. Because I feel like when you're coming up, you really do have to have the utmost confidence in myself. In the beginning, I had a very bad anxiety.
So how did you ultimately find that self-belief to go make tens of millions of dollars?
Self-belief just comes from literally just having no plan B. And I know it sounds crazy, and I just never had a plan B. It was always just I had to wake up. Whether I felt anxious or felt like shit, I had to wake up and do what I had to do.
We always like to say that believing that you can is more profitable than believing that you can't.
Exactly, 100%. You got to just believe. It might sound crazy, like I said, but then when you accomplish it, where you get to where you need to get, you'll be a genius. And that's just how the world works.
So you mentioned a little bit earlier, I want to tap back into you talked about having equity. How important has ownership been for you?
Oh, I have ownership for one of the biggest streaming platforms, Kick, and it's amazing. I mean, when you have equity, it's kind of like, it doesn't really necessarily matter about the quick cash. You could build up a company that could sell for billions of dollars like I am with Kick, and my percent will be worth a lot of money one day. When it comes to equity, that's the real control. That's the real wealth. It's very cool to take these cash deals in the beginning, 100%, but I think as you come up in business, learning equity is the strongest thing you can get out of any type of deal.
Ownership is king.
Ownership is king.
I want to tap back in one more time about like the content creation ultimately. You were talking about like the clipping. Give me that blueprint that it takes, right? If you had to start over today and you had to blow up again to be able to build a multi-8-figure a year, business essentially from the content creation, what would that be? For the people that may not understand what clipping means exactly, our audience can be a little bit older, 30
I understand.
to 50.
Sure.
Let's break that down to them. Make it real simple for them.
So clipping is pretty much a form of content where you make a clip out of a big moment. So for example, if I were to go do a live stream swimming with sharks, so that live stream itself will probably be about 2 hours, but the clip itself could be anywhere from like 10 to 30 seconds, which will make a viral moment, which will funnel people to where you're actually live streaming off of. So pretty much clipping is just a funnel to your main live stream, if that makes sense.
So a lot of people will kind of question and ask, how do streamers even make money? Like, how do you make money live streaming? How have you made tens of millions of dollars live streaming?
Depending on what platform you're on, you can earn money streaming by subscriptions, which you pay to not see advertisements on certain platforms. You could donate to the streamer to donate extras like a tip, which is also very good and it adds up a lot. And then KCIP, which is Partner Income Program. I'm gonna show you how much money I make in 15 or 16 streams. I'm pulled up right now. But how Kick does, my platform is, we pay you based off the hour. So let's say you averaged 100 viewers, you can make $7-8 an hour. If you average 1,000 viewers, you can make $100-200 an hour just streaming on Kick. Let me just show you what the partner income looks like. So in the month of June, as you can see, I've done 18 streams and made $623,000. And that's not including whatever else I have going on, but I could show you too. So this is June, total paid streams, $623,000 in June alone. If I stream 30 days, I can make way more. It's huge.
And your last message to the younger generation, how can somebody become a multi-millionaire in today's world? They want to get Aiden Ross rich in today's world. How can they get wealthy?
Guys, there's three really golden rules. And listen, number one is the most emphasized one. Remember guys, it takes a lot of luck to become a streamer. I've been doing it for a long time before anyone really knew who I was, on and off for 10 years. But my message to you guys is, please, you might sound crazy at the beginning of whatever you got going on, but I promise you, and I emphasize this, when you make it for yourself in this world, it's gonna feel amazing, and you're not gonna be crazy anymore. You'll be called a genius by your peers.
Exactly. He not lying. He not lying. I like that this
Excuse me, man. Quick question.
I like that this guy makes these type of videos because it gives people like an ability to look inside and understand the mind of successful people. Sometimes when you don't have access, this is what you have to listen to grow your shit. This is what you gotta listen to because you don't have it nowhere else. You feel me? What the fuck is this?
If you want to build muscles,
If you want to build muscle, do these.
That's
They made this man.
it. Push-ups. Something simple. If you're doing it in 5 minutes, you take the money. Okay. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You take the money. You take the money. Hey, hold on. Let me show you. You're right. Hold on. Let me show you. Because we have standards. We don't just do anything. You know what I'm saying? Some men
but I'm literally right here.
We're not like that. Every rep count.
This me?
Every rep count, but they gotta be like this. Clean.
Yeah, this me.
You know, because we like to stay clean. No girl money. No girl up, all the way down. Head to toe, though. Feel me? Look at it. Sit over the bar, come all the way down. Look at the hip. 50. Feel me? Okay. I got choke. If you wanna do that, cool. But this,
that's the standard. Don't use the whole rock.
Push-ups.
We need that.
Let me show you.
That's the standard
Push-ups
introduction
right
to NYC calisthenics.
You know push-up, right? Up and all the way up, all the way down. Got that chop all over me. Oh, I got the timer right here. Wait, let me get someone else's phone for the timer. 5 minutes. Give me some room. Guys, give the cameraman room. 5 minutes. Give me your phone. So you touch that bar, that's when the clock starts. Yeah. Shout out to Speed for this challenge. He about his money. Everybody take Not everybody about their money. We don't play. We do these. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's it. You got what? Oh yeah. That's the cool Speed, I got 10 minutes against 1,000. I got you. Okay, about. I'm ready. I got you. All right, Speed. 1, let's go. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Come on, Speed. Camera pop. 4. Gotta go faster than that. That regular bar. 5. Yeah. 6. 7. Hold on the bar, bro. Come on. 8. Come on. Come on. 9. Come on. Come on. 10. Take a break. Yeah. You know what I mean? Pace it out. No, it's all pull first. It's a 5MD, bro. Damn, bro. You get 30 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4,
They working this nigga out.
7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 40 push-ups, 10 pull-ups in. Right up, bro. 40 push-ups, 10 pull-ups in. 40 push-ups, 10 pull-ups. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see.
Oh, he's done. He's looking weak.
1. We counting that. 2. We counting that.
Health is mental, yes.
We counting that. That's clean. Feel that strength. Come down. If you want, you can do it like this too. You can do chin-ups too. You still getting that money. 40. Let's go. You still get it. 40. That's 40 ground. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. See, money's right there. It's right there. You got this. Only a minute.
That nigga don't need that $50,
got this. Fight. That's good time. You got some water.
This nigga legs is fucking crazy. What the fuck?
You got some water. They should get some water for him. Hold on. Let's go, bro. Let's go, bro. It don't make no sense to quit. Get up. Come down. Get off. Get off. We got to help him. 14 pull-ups, 50 push-ups. Let's go. Get back up there. 14 pull-ups. Get back up. 50 push-ups. Get back up. Come on. Let's go. One at a time. Go, Speed. That's it. Go. That's it. Let's go. Get down. 16, let's go. Or you, bro. No one else. Let's go. Push up. Let's go.
Looking at this shit made me about to throw up. Looking at this shit right here made me about to throw up. This shit about to make me throw up. I feel the throw up coming from looking at this shit.
That's it. Come on, dude. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. So far, clean money. He's working. He's working. You got this though, bro. You got this though, bro. Yo, some people are super out of shape. That's it. That shit is hard. Right now, you're building muscle. Choose your hard, King. Let's go. Let's go. Do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get out. 70. Let's go. 70, bro. Let's go. I got it. Let's go. Yeah. Build that self-confidence. Let's eat. Trust your face, bro. Let's get it. You good, family? I gotta say my back here. 71.
That nigga doing prison workouts. What the fuck? That nigga doing prison workouts right now.
73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. 80 down. It's impressive work right here. 80 down, bro. You got this, King. He's out of money. You got this, King. You know how strong this is, King. 5 at a time.
How strong you are, 5 at a time.
Let's go. Let's go. The energy you feeling, so you feel me? Yep. All that energy.
Y'all see that sweat?
Don't worry about that.
Y'all see that sweat?
Don't worry about the time.
Y'all see that sweat?
Don't worry about
My boy's
the time.
hydrated.
This is nothing easy. This is nothing easy. Anything, whatever. It's coming out, bro. Let's go. Let's go. 18. 19. Let's go. Come on, yo. That shit. Let's go. That's it. 20. I'll count. Let's go. I'll count. So there's back muscles that don't count. They just shorties count. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Ken.
These are the money reps, bro. Speed. Come on, Speed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where that motivation came from? Hey, where that energy came from? Let's go. Let's go. 92. 24. Let's go. Push-ups.
Eat that plate of food, bro. Eat that plate.
It's your plate. 94. This is yours. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100.
We got 30 more. We got 31 pull-ups. We got 31 pull-ups.
Yo, we're with you on these pull-ups, bro. Yo, come on. We're gonna finish this together. Yo, let's finish this together. Yo, Speed for the people.
Damn. That shit look like, that shit almost made me throw up. Woo, that shit almost made me throw up looking at that shit. I was like, damn. I was like, damn, that's what, boy, collaborate with that nigga, you gotta work hard. To collaborate with that nigga, you really gotta work hard. It's crazy.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, question for you. How old were you when you became a millionaire?
I know you!
Yeah?
I was 23.
Are you an entrepreneur?
Yes.
Do you think I can interview you for a minute for the channel real quick? Is that cool?
Yes.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
It will be this year.
How much?
We're on track to make 20 million, me and my business partners.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are you good at sales?
Oh, if it's one thing to make you rich as a woman, sales, branding. You will never be broke. Everyone's literally throwing opportunities at you.
So give me $1 million worth of branding advice right here.
Oh
You
my
give me your
God.
best.
If you want to blow up on social media and you want people to respect you, 2 things. Number 1, the hook, the first 3 seconds is more important than the video. If you look at my Instagram reels, the first 3 seconds is when people like. They don't even watch the full video. Then another thing is make sure whatever you're saying in the first 3 seconds is gonna trigger them. You have to be hated. Look at the most successful people. Elon Musk hated, Trump hated, Kim Kardashian hated. The more heat you can get as an entrepreneur, the more successful you're gonna get.
Didn't I say that you cannot say? Didn't I say that you cannot say you want to be successful, but you don't want the negative with there? Didn't I just say that?
Did you have anybody that doubted you?
Everyone, right? I'm Middle Eastern, like, you know, just have kids, sit at home. That was the culture that I was in. Just be obedient, listen to the man. Your little voice, be quiet. The side of me that rebelled is what made me successful and free.
So let me ask you this. You're going to make 20 million bucks this year. What's the best financial advice you've ever received?
Hire people that are better than you in your company. Because I don't know it all. And I know I don't know it all. I'm not the smartest. But you know what happens to the smartest people? They're always the brokest. Why? Because smart people, they're overthinking, overanalyzing. They need it to be perfect.
That's why they always say that the A students always end up working for the C students.
Yeah, I was a C student.
You got amazing advice. Hey, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
See, she's speaking facts. It's crazy. We all crazy. That's crazy. I love shit like that. I love Keke Palmer, bro. You gotta expect it, bro. I love Why you doing all that? All right, here we go.
Yeah. Making sure my life is ready.
Bro, something about Keke Palmer, bro. Keke Palmer is so fucking charismatic. I don't get it. Like, I was just studying her the other day because I'm like, this girl just knows how to fucking, like, sweetie, you on my camera, baby. This girl just knows. She's just so charismatic, bro.
For me to leave it until I come back.
Yes, I ain't gonna lie. So in Australia?
Australia, Sydney.
Have you been there before?
I never been there. Have you?
How long you gotta be? No, I haven't.
I gotta be there for 3 months. Ooh. I'm about to be coming back like, hey, oi.
You know what's crazy?
Maybe.
You know what's crazy?
That's Brazil, baby. This motherfucker has a sort of oi. Baby, that's Portuguese.
I really wanna act as well, but I think the hardest things about it is them big time gaps.
Oh wait.
Like them big time gaps, we gotta go to another country for.
Yeah, you do. You gotta leave your life behind. It happens all the time.
What got you into acting? What first inspired it?
My parents were actors. They did acting like in theater and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, so they would tell me about it. Like, that was kind of like how they fell in love. They fell in love through acting, and then when they would talk about it, I'm like, man, I want to go back to that vibe that you guys are giving when y'all talking about that. So then they asked me one day if I wanted to go and audition for like The Lion King. It was like a theater show of it in Chicago. And I was like, yeah, I'm cool. Let's go. Let's do it. And I didn't get the part, but I knew. I was like, my time is coming.
That's so far how your parents were into it, and you're into it now.
Yeah.
I know they're proud of you. I know they're proud of you, crazy.
Aww.
You know, cause I dad had dreams. I do want to act and direct my own films.
And you did a movie when you you was in.
I was in Good Burger. Yeah.
How did you feel about it?
I have one line. You want to hit a line?
Come on, go.
I have one line. Okay.
And
3. Call me down and say action.
I'm gonna give you the action.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, action.
Excuse me. There's not enough ice in this cup.
I loved it. I almost thought you was really asking me for some ice.
Come on. Nah, hold on. We gotta run it back one more time.
Okay,
here we go.
Now wait a minute. Actually, give me this. Let's change the whole tone of it.
Okay.
This isn't a comedy anymore. You are a young man.
Okay,
who just was left at the bus stop.
Oh.
You were left at the bus stop. Your mama gone. It's giving losing Isaiah.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yes.
So when I say this, it's like you hate.
Why is she so fucking funny? Like, she is too good at this. Listen, this is the perfect example of somebody who is magnetic. She's an 11 life path. Look at how she's so engaged.
Nah, hold on. We gotta run it back one more time.
Okay.
Here we go.
Now wait a minute. Actually, give me this. Let's change the whole tone of it.
Okay.
This isn't a comedy anymore. You are a young man.
Okay,
who just was left at the bus stop.
Oh.
You were left at the bus stop. Your mama gone. It's giving losing Isaiah.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yes.
So when I say this, it's like you ain't had water in years.
Okay.
So
She said years.
So I'm at the bus stop.
You're at the bus stop.
I'm lost.
You lost. Your mama left you.
And what's the objective? Is this just
you need water. You know, it's like I need water. Yeah, you need water bad. You were dehydrated. Your mama left you.
I need it.
I need.
Yo, listen. I promise you right now, like, my eyes are about to, like, tear up. Like, I'm so... This girl's so fucking funny.
Okay. So, and I want you to be... I want you to judge, but with, like, judge, like what Kiki thinks.
Wait. Peep this. Y'all saw her match his energy real quick. Look, watch this. Watch her lean in.
I want you to judge, but with...
You see? That's what makes her magnetic. You saw how she mirrored him? She didn't even know what the fuck he was finna say. She just doing this shit.
Yeah, you need water bad. You were dehydrated. Your mama left you.
I need it. Okay. So, and I want you to be... I want you to judge, but with judge, like what Kiki thinks. Like, be real with me. Like, if it's ass, it's ass.
That's
if it's good, Kiki.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm at the bus stop. I'm dehydrated.
You're dehydrated. You're hungry. You're thirsty. You know what I'm saying? And your mom, she's gone. So when you see this, you also have pride.
But this is kind of hard though.
No, it ain't. You gotta go in full throttle.
Wait. So okay, hold on. It's hard because I'm by myself, correct?
You're by yourself, and the funny thing is, like, you've been seeing people every day. You've been seeing people, but you got pride. So you're like, I don't want to ask nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, you know. So you get, this is your desperate point where you're like, I gotta, like, hey, like, can I have some water? Like, you need to ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm scared. Okay, I'm a little nervous.
And you don't even have to push. Like, when I'm saying what I'm saying to you, whatever that feels true to you, say it like that. You ain't gotta make it seem like you gotta cry or nothing
You're gonna give me lines.
The line is, what's the original line?
Like
the Good Burger one.
Okay.
You're gonna say that same line, but giving it give it a little.
Okay. I said ice in the cup, so I'm gonna still.
Yeah. Can I have some ice in my cup?
Yeah. Okay. Say less. So let this be hot water that I don't want to drink.
That's right.
Let this be hot water I
I'm cool
don't
with
want to
that.
drink.
It's actually boiling.
boiling, and if I drink it, I damn near might die. And I need ice to cool it up.
Yeah.
Okay, production, can y'all fix the overlays? Thank you so much. All right, here we go.
And
okay, wait, hold on.
I'll count you down.
All right, Chad, I'm acting with Kiki right now. Hold on. Here we
and
go.
remember the words that I said, okay?
Right,
You have not had nothing to drink. You got some boiling water that you just found on some lady's stove. You thought it was something you could drink, but then you realized, oh, this is gonna burn my throat.
Okay.
So then you see somebody walking, you know, you're gonna ask the first person you see in the diner, and you need some ice.
Wait. And when I say the line, that's when it's wrapped.
That's
the only line.
That's the only line. I'm only gonna give you the one line. And if you want to get into some improv later, we can see what that do.
Okay, so let's.
Here we go. 1, 2, action.
Because she looked at him already.
Kiki, I can't keep my face serious if you right there in my shit like that. Kiki, how the fuck I'm supposed to... Listen, Kiki, how the fuck I'm supposed to act this out and you in my face, smiling?
Sir, do you need something?
Can you put some ice in this cup, please?
What? Hey, this nigga... Yeah, he hanging out with Rakai. He been hanging out with Rakai. He been hanging out with Rakai.
No. I gotta tell you guys, because what he just did right there. No, Kai.
Come on.
That was good.
Come on.
Because what you gave us was a story without lines.
Come on.
You had only one thing to say, but you gave us a whole monologue.
You know what's so crazy? That's my boy Punga right
Hey,
here.
what up, Punga?
Your boy Punga.
Hey, boo.
You know what's crazy, Kiki?
How you doing? You look amazing.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Kiki, you know what's so crazy?
Get into it.
Just when you coming in here with that energy, and you like bringing the vibes up so much right now, you're gonna be 10 times bigger than what you already are right now. And if I can see, I don't know what it is.
Are you also able to predict futures?
I'm not able to predict it, but I'm
like
getting your energy that you're giving off right now. You seem very passionate about like what you do.
She got good energy, bro. I gotta look at her birthday. I gotta look at her
Reunion. Right. Listen.
You know it's your girl.
A killer in the beat. Hello. Jump in like
literally.
Come on, Corbin Blue.
Been doing
to
it.
The limit.
No, I'm playing that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Punga, you cooked with that one. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Good old days.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Come on now.
She is funny as fuck. I need to learn. I need to learn game.
Praying on the young
I need to learn game because truth be told, she could not give a fuck about none of these people. Truth be told, she could not. But she just so good at this shit. Like I gotta study her. Like I gotta study her. Like her she know exactly what she's doing. She's a great communicator. She knows how to she knows how to level up the energy. Like she's just fucking great. She's great. She's great. She's great, y'all. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Listen, I had fun. Tomorrow we gonna go. What's this? Tomorrow we gonna go harder. But